Yum, yum.
Now, it's lovable roles like this one that have made Hugh Grant one of England's most bankable and popular leading men.
I live in Notting Hill, you live in Beverly Hills. Everyone in the world knows who you are. My mother has trouble remembering my name.
And now the king of rom-com looks like he's passing the baton to a new breed.
Just a girl standing in front of a boy. I love that film. Watch out, 007, because he might be coming for you. Joining us with more is entertainment reporter extraordinaire Sam Rubin. Thanks for joining us, Sam. Hugh Grant has a new movie coming out, and we're seeing a different side to him.
You know what, though, Dickie, that was a very good impersonation of Hugh Grant. I'm really, really impressed. Good morning from Hollywood, Sonia and Richard. Here we go. Hugh Grant, as we know, and as you mentioned, all these terrific romantic comedies. I think Love Actually might be my favorite.
Yeah.
But people obviously love Notting Hill, About a Boy, so many other movies. But he hasn't had a hit movie in a long time, and I think he always felt confined to some degree. And Hugh Grant has also talked about his reticence to work. It's very difficult to get him to actually commit to a movie. He's committed to this one. It's a big-budget reimagining, that's the word we like to use out here so much, of the classic American TV series The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Hugh, though, is not one of the leads, rather a supporting character to two, dare I say, younger actors. Watch this.
I realized I totally and utterly loved one person. And it wasn't the person standing next to me in the veil, it's the person standing opposite me now.
In 1994, he was thrust into the spotlight playing an adorable, unlucky-in-love dope.
Loved you from the first second I met you.
In the past 2 decades, he's become the leading man that ladies love.
It was nice to meet you. Surreal, but nice.
Now Hugh Grant is switching gears, starring in a remake of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And while the characters and cars are vintage, the story is entirely new.
Well, of course, I did watch the 60s series because I'm so old. And it's completely unlike that, apart from the central premise, which always was, a good one, which is that a Russian spy and an American spy have to team up to do work together. And they have a British spy boss. So that's the same.
We recently discovered the existence of an international criminal organization with ties to former Nazis. Rumor has it they've built an atom bomb. We have no choice but to work together to infiltrate this organization.
The reboot is a different speed for the rom-com king, who had no choice but to embrace the action.
For a special agent, you're not having a very special day, are you?
Danger, I think, is always thrilling. The threat of some terrible piece of violence happening at any moment gives an incredible lift to any film and makes it, you just can't stop watching.
Napoleon Solo.
The CIA's most effective agent.
Ilya Kuryakin.
KGB, the youngest man to join it in their best within 3 years.
Rounding out the cast, 2 new guns. Man of Steel's Henry Cavill and Armie Hammer from The Social Network.
I was blown away. I realized it was going to be funny. I didn't realize how funny and how well that humor was going to be blended with quite a serious undertone of a Cold War.
It'll be like this for 20 minutes. Can't touch.
You never know what you're going to feel. I mean, it could be anything. You could be petrified. You could enjoy it. But this one, I mean, I think I walked away from it just going, this is enjoyable.
Most enjoyable action sequence? It'd have to be the motor stuff, like your motorbikes and the rock crawler for me.
Yeah.
And because that's just cool. And the most difficult would have to be the underwater stuff.
Yeah.
Saving you from underwater. Yeah, that was hard.
Thankfully, there weren't any people in this movie who were method. As soon as they called cut, everybody went right back to having a great time. The vibe on set and the feeling of the sort of like collaborative spirit of everything. Everybody was part of the team. There wasn't anybody who sort of isolated or sequestered themselves. We were all there together to make this movie.
How did you get the invitation to my party?
I stole it.
So you're a thief. I hope you wear a mask.
Sometimes. Just never when I'm stealing things.
As you talked about earlier this morning, Richard, I think Tom Cruise dominates the box office this weekend. Hugh Grant has his chance when Man from U.N.C.L.E. opens in Australia next month.
Thank you, Sam. We'll wait with bated breath to see how that turns out. And we will see you later in the show, Sam, with a look at the most memorable TV spin-offs.